Hello everyone. This video I will show how create the login form, and play a video as the background. In this project we build by using Java Swing with FlatLaugh and MIG layout, and we will using VLCJ library for play a video. Now let create new Java project in IntelliJ. In this project I'm using Maven with JDK 11. So here we going to add library or dependency that we will use. By go to Maven repository website. VLCJ is a Java library that allows you to integrate the VLC media player into your Java applications. So now copy this Maven to your project. So next we add MIG layout library. MIG layout is a versatile and powerful Java layout manager library. It provides a simple and flexible way to create user interfaces, with dynamic resizing, and component positioning. Here select on MIG layout swing. Next we add FlatLaugh library. FlatLaugh is a modern open-source Java look and feel library that provides a flat and clean user interface design for Java Swing applications. Here select on this. And just copy this to the project. So next we add FlatLaugh Extras. FlatLaugh Extras is an additional package, provides support for SVG icons and animation form changes in Java Swing applications. And the last one, we add FlatLaugh fonts. FlatLaugh fonts refers to the built-in font options provided by the FlatLaugh, so I use fonts Roboto library. So we do not need to separately install the Roboto font on the system. The FlatLaugh fonts Roboto dependency includes the Roboto font files within the library itself. Then click on this button to load Maven changes, so make sure your computer have internet connection, because it will download jar library to your system. So next we going to install VLC player, by go to VLC official website. Click here and select OS that you are using, so I select Windows 64-bit, it's depending on JDK you are using in this project. If you use JDK 32-bit, you must install VLC 32-bit, but I use JDK 64-bit, so I install VLC 64-bit. But my PC I have installed ready, we can check in Drive C. Go to Program File for 64-bit, and Folder Video LAN. So here we see the VLC folder. And here I have video file that I have download. Now copy all to the project folder. Create new video folder. Paste all video in this folder. And we also can see the folder file here. So now we going to create new main JFrame. This code to make the system exit, when we close the JFrame. Set undecorated true to removing the window decorations, such as the title bar, borders, and buttons from the JFrame. UI scale class provided by FlatLaugh. We use this because when we change the scale factor in FlatLaugh, it will automatically adjust the screen size. And set location relative to, as null, to make JFrame show center of the screen. And here create main method to run the application. First install the flat Roboto font. And here for setup the flat laugh look and feel, so we using flat Mac dark laugh. Then use UI Manager to set up the default font to all component. And here create main object and set visible true, to show JFrame. Now we can run the project. Here we get the empty frame with Mac OS dark themes. Next we going to create new panel form. So here we add new package. In this class we will embed VLCJ player in this J panel. So here, we need create the media player factory. Then create embedded media player. In this init method, we will initialize both object. Next create canvas to display the video output. And next we set border layout to this panel, then add the canvas into this panel. Next we create method play and method stop. In this method we will call the embedded media player to play the video, so before play we need check the video status, if it current playing we will stop first. Here to play the video, I use path like this because I have put the video in the project folder, but if you use video outside of project, you should set the full path. This for stop video player, so we need to stop and use method to release all. So next go to the main frame, we need to add this panel to the JFrame, so here create event Windows open and Windows close. Create the home form object here. Set home object to the JFrame content pane. So in window open event, just call home.play. And window close, we will stop the video player. Now we can run the project. We can test the second video. So next we going to create video overlay, to display another component on the video. Create new class as home overlay. To use overlay with VLCJ player we use JWindow. So the JWindow class we need owner object. Owner is the frame from which the window is displayed. And create new class panel in this window class, that we will add this panel overlay into this windows. So here we apply border layout to this JWindow. Then add the panel overlay that we have created to this window. But we need create object first, so create panel overlay object here. In this panel we no need the background color, so apply the opaque false. Next we go to Home panel, to add the Windows overlay to video player. Create Home overlay object here. And we need create one method to initialize the overlay. We do this because the Home overlay as the JWindow, so we need initialize with the JFrame object. Here we set the Home overlay object to the media player. And to show overlay we need set enable true. Then we need call this method from the main form. We can init the overlay here before play the video. Then pass this JFrame object. So we can run the project. But we cannot see the video, because of JWindow background. We already removed the panel background, so we need remove the JWindow background also. To remove background of JWindow we use transparent color. Here now we see the video. But I need add color overlay, by increase the AFA color. So I use AFA value as 80. So the value you can adjust what you want, or change to another color. After create window overlay, next we're going to create component in this panel to display on the video. For design this panel we use the MIG layout. For the MIG layout document, you can check the link I provide in description this video, because I do not explain detail in this video. Here we create the header. For the header panel we also remove the background color. In the panel header we have the title, so here create J label for the title. Increase the font size of this J label, here we can use the FlatLap client property. For the FlatLap document I also put the link in the video description, so you can check it. Now add the label to the header, and then add the header to the panel overlay. So don't forget the call method create header. Now run the project. The label is display here, so we need change it to the top. Because we use fill, so we need create row constraints, and we have 2 row. The first row, we use grow 0, because we do not the header row are growing. And the second row keep empty, it will follow the layout constraints, so it will fit and growing. And we need add the left and right space, so we can change the MIG layout. Next we create the header button, so we can custom the new J button header. Go create new package as components. And create header button, so this class extends from J button. Set content area fill to false, to remove the button border and background, and change default cursor to hand cursor. And use FlatLav client property to change the font. After create button custom, go back to the header, now we going to use this button. Here this for home button. But we forget to add the string to the constructor. We can copy it. Then add all their button to the header. Now run the project. We need move the header to the right side. So next I want to apply style ripple effect to the header button. So here my old custom project, we need to copy the ripple effect class from this project. Here this class, now go to create new class and copy all code. Add new package as utils. We need import the package. For animator class, we change to use from FlatLav, so we no need to import timing library. So after create class ripple effect, now go to apply this effect to class header button. but I want to decrease the effect color. We can decrease the effect color here. Next, create new class as model location to store some information to display. In this class we have title, description, and the path of the video. Then generate method getterSetter and constructor. Then go to class home panel and create the list of location. And create index for store the current selected index. And here create method for init the location data for test. This data for test, so you can modify in this class. So we go to add index to method play. And the path video, we do not use fixed path like this, we get the path video from the location object. Then go to main form, when call method play, we need pass the index to play the video, so I the first play we use 0. Next go to home overlay panel, we need add one list location in this class too. We need assign this list from the constructor. And for this panel overlay object, we need create method public getter, because we need use it from the home panel. Next go back to home panel, we need pass the list location to the home overlay. In play method, we need to pass the index to the panel overlay, so go to class panel overlay in Windows overlay class. Create index and method set index. Here we can get the model location list by this index. And we will use this object to display on the video. Go back to home panel, now we can pass this index to the panel overlay. So next go to class panel overlay, we need create component design to display the location data. For the title, we use text pane, because it can be multiple line. And for the description also. And we have one more button as read more. Go to init method, create one panel with MIG layout. For MIG layout we use wrap, for make this panel have only one column. And row gap we use 30 pixel. Remove the panel background. And initialize all component that we have create. Now remove the background to JText pane and make it cannot editable. Change font size. And here set border to all 0. Next we can copy it to text description. For description font we use only +2. Then set property style to the Read More button. And add all component to the panel. Then add this panel to the panel overlay. So next go to method set index, here we can set the location data to the component. Now run the project. But we see the layout showing in one row. We need use wrap layout on header panel. In MIG layout using wrap to make new row for next component. And for this panel we need set fix width as 50%. So next we going to create page button, for user click switch the video. We create the page button, follow the list location size. Add the button to the panel. Then add this panel to the panel overlay, and we using MIG layout component constraints to assign the location. For the X location we using 0.5 AL for set to center of the screen, and Y location as 80%. And call method create page button here. So here we have page button, and next we go to set the selection color. Next we going to make animation change when user click. Create enum animation type. So we have 3 animation type, close video, show video and none. Create animator class to make animation. And here we initialize the animator. And call method repaint here to update the graphics. Then create method to start animation. And we start animation when the animation is not current running. Then we return true if we can start. And return false if we cannot start the animation. And next go to set event to the button. When user click we run the animation and we change the index of the video. So we cannot use variable I here, so we need create final variable. Here when we can start the animation, we go to set the selected button. And we make this condition to make the action if index has changed. So go here we can output some text for make sure the animation have start. We see on console here, the animation has run. So next we go to override method paint component to custom the graphics. This is for animation run close video. And we go here to override end method, in class animator, this method run when the animation finish, so we can start animation again, but change animation type to show video. And go to Method Paint component, we need Create Graphics, for video show. Here after animation finish, it not start again. The problem is, we call start animation on current animation, because this animation are not finish, so to avoid this, we using invoke later. It work now, so next we going to change the video by follow the selected index. So now we going to create new interface, for event index changed. Create event overlay home here. And create method set event. So here, when animation finish, we call the event on changed. And go to Home panel, we set the event to the panel overlay. But it show the black screen, so we need delay 500 millisecond, before start new animation. To delay we use sleep method in thread class, so now create new method as sleep. But we have one problem. Let run project again. The problem is when the video finish, so we need repeat video again. By add event to the media player. So when the video near finish, we go to set the video position to 0. And I forget to set the animation to 0 when we start the animation. So next we're going to create login panel. Here I have create the FlatLav properties file in resources folder. So go to main forum and register this properties file. Next create login panel. We need override method paint component to create transparent background. Next, go to Home Overlay and add new Login Panel object. Create method create login. We set X position 100% so it cannot show on the screen. Here we cannot see the login panel, because we set X position to 100%, and next we going to animate the login panel, when user click on the button login. Create new animator object. And for this MIG layout, we going to change it to global instance. Then go to initialize the login animator. We animate the panel login by using MIG layout, so we can use method set component constraints. Call revalidate to update the layout. And set the interpolator to the animator object, to make animation easing. Next, create method to start the animation. Then go to button login, we go to add event to start the animation. But sorry, I'm wrong at this, we use panel login not panel. So when we click outside, we want to hide the login panel. Go to Add Event Mouse to the panel overlay. But when we click on the panel login, it also hide the login, so I want to ignore mouse on this login panel. By go to login panel, add mouse event to this panel. We can keep empty, so no need to override any method. And thank you everyone for watching, see you next video.